How are you doing today? We are curious minds, and welcome to our podcast series, which often begins with why questions based on the principle of first principle thinking. This approach offers you diverse perspectives on various life issues, helping you cultivate a truly spirited way of living. Join us for this episode. What images come to mind when you think of death? A dying galaxy? A river committing suicide? A forest passing away? A person gradually journeying towards paradise? Death takes many forms. We humans usually fear what we call annihilation. But have you ever managed to cast aside all anxieties and observed a person's journey towards death from an outside perspective? That day at the Hanoi Cancer Hospital, through the window of a patient's room, I saw an old man, bald, his body seemingly just a layer of withered skin clinging to a fragile skeleton. He was lying there, sleeping, though it was more like a sitting posture, leaning into his son's chest. I couldn't tell if he was truly asleep, but his eyes were tightly shut. His body was curled up, nestled within his son's embrace. Sleeping in such an unusual position, one could easily understand the immense pain and agony this father must have been enduring. His son, Liam, had no other choice but to let his father lean on him, gently rubbing his back and body, hoping to alleviate some of the pain. I stood there for a long, long time. Every day, every hour, every moment, hundreds, thousands of souls depart this world. Witnessing someone suffering and slowly fading away is truly heartbreaking. A few weeks later, when I returned to the hospital, looking through the same window, I no longer saw the old man and his son. People said the old man had passed away a few days prior. He had been a teacher. His wife died a few years ago, and then he received the diagnosis, metastatic stomach cancer. He had only one child who was studying abroad. Upon hearing the news of his father's illness, Liam rushed back to care for him. A nurse at the hospital recounted, "The boy might look strong, but every time I went to refill the water, I saw him crying in the restroom. He cried silently, not daring to make a sound. If you're healthy, it's fine, but once you get sick, especially in this hospital, it's hard to make it through. You're just waiting for the death sentence." She continued, "When he was still lucid, his father told me he worried he wouldn't make it, and that Liam would break down. When his mother passed, he attempted suicide once. It took so much effort for him to recover and pursue his dream. Now, he's had to put his studies on hold to care for his father. I feel so sorry for him." People in the hospital often advised visitors to sit beside the patients, talk to them, and share beautiful memories from before they faced their illness. It was believed this would lessen their pain. At first, Liam just waved it off. "Oh, my dad just wants to sleep now. If we talk, he won't be able to sleep. He can't eat anything, and if he can't sleep either, he'll be utterly exhausted." On the day his father couldn't hold on any longer, the doctor called Liam into the room to see his father's face one last time. Liam sat down and did exactly what people had suggested, even though he hadn't believed his poor, delirious father could hear anything. He spoke of the days he rode on his father's back to school, the days he lay on his father's chest, giggling. He recounted beautiful memories of his mother and father. And then he said, "Dad, please rest easy. I promise I will live a good life, and I will live for the rest of your life too." It was only then that his father truly passed away. Do the dying try to hold on for something important before they depart? A person in an accident fighting for a few more minutes because their loved ones are arriving. A mother struggling for a few more hours as her child's flight is about to land. Or a grandfather battling cancer for a few extra months just to see his grandchild born. The father in our story also wanted to wait to hear that final promise from his beloved son, a promise that Liam would live a healthy and good life for both him and his mother. Promises made at the brink of death are often etched into memory and cherished forever. He only found peace to leave after hearing it. In the final moments, the brain exhibits phenomena similar to dreaming, beginning to recall memories and delve into contemplation. The last 900 seconds of the brain are likened to a life review. This means that even when our loved ones have closed their eyes forever, their brains might be replaying some of the most beautiful moments they experienced in life. Because even when the heart stops beating, the ears can still hear. So, in these final moments, whisper the most beautiful words to them. In his book, No Death, No Fear, Zen master Thich shares, those in a coma still have a way to hear us if we are truly present with them in peace. When sitting by the bedside of the dying, if you are calm and your body and mind are fully present, you can help that person pass away peacefully. There is no death, no fear, only continuation. Where there is birth, there is death. The joy of birth often makes us forget the profound sorrow of death. People also don't realize that the end of life on this side is actually the beginning of new life on the other. As one enters the process of dying, or at the moment of passing, consciousness gradually leaves the body. The energies of the physical body become chaotic, and then they undergo the disintegration of the 5 skandhas: form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. So what is death? Who is dying? And where is death? The answer is that death is nowhere. Therefore, it is absolutely not real. Be brave and believe in this. In Buddhism, death is a cessation, the end of the biophysical life of an individual sentient being. When someone stands at the threshold of life and death, they may not have much awareness of their own body. They might feel numb and get stuck in the idea that this body is asterisk them. They get stuck in the idea that when the body dies, they too will be annihilated. Therefore, they are afraid. They are afraid of becoming nothing, of the destruction of the human body that cannot touch their true nature. We need to explain to them that they have an unlimited life. This body is merely a manifestation, like a cloud. When a cloud is no longer a cloud, it doesn't disappear. It doesn't become nothing, it simply transforms into rain. When this is understood, the seeds of peace within them will be nourished. Nourishing the seeds of happiness is very important for the sick or the dying. All of us have seeds of happiness within us. In difficult times like illness or approaching death, we need friends to sit with us and help us connect with those seeds. Otherwise, the seeds of fear, regret, or disappointment will easily overwhelm us. Sit beside them and remind them, for they will easily forget in such circumstances. It's hard for anyone to remember on their own. Remind them to follow this practice. Breathing in, I see this body is not me. I am not trapped in this body. I am vast life. I have never been born and I will never die. Please, everyone who should learn and remember this for yourselves and for those you love most. Please don't wait until you face matters of life and death to learn. Please practice looking deeply right now to connect with the nature of no birth, no death, no coming, no going, no sameness, no difference. If we can do this, we will be free from sorrow and suffering. If we strive to practice diligently, we will cultivate fearlessness within us. We can depart peacefully and happily. The years continue to flow, time once gone never returns. One day, our parents, grandparents, or the dearest people in our lives will grow old and go to some far-off place. I can't help but cry when I think about this. But my dear friend, do you know? If that day comes when the person you love most is no longer here, please don't be too sad. They haven't abandoned you. They've simply gone to prepare beautiful things for you in the next life, just as they did in this one. When facing the moment of separation in life and farewell in death, each person copes differently. When they covered the face of the old man who died of cancer, Liam still held his father's hand, clinging to him. He wanted to keep telling him stories for a long, long time. He hadn't sat beside his father and chatted with such peace in his heart for so long. Dad, let's go home. He had never witnessed death at such a close distance before. His beloved father was now in eternal sleep, strangely happy there. Clearly, this was what he had always wished for. Suddenly, Liam felt his heart lighten and his mind clear. Where one's family is, there one's heart is. Only with family can one feel at peace. Perhaps, having witnessed so much separation and farewell at this moment, I no longer craved wealth. I simply wished for my family to be free from illness and pain, to live joyfully and healthily. For me, that would be more than enough. Separation in life is sin lie. Eternal farewell in death is *2 *. Sin lie 2 * speaks of the reality of life. But sin 2 lie speaks of our attitude toward life. When living, knowing that there will be a day of eternal farewell, let us live kindly and sincerely. When dying, do not consider it an eternal farewell, but merely a temporary separation. We will all meet again. We will meet again under the blue sun by the calm lake. Hold my hand, wave goodbye, and then we will meet again instantly. We will meet again today, meet again tomorrow. We will meet again at the source of the spring. We will meet again on myriad paths of life. We meet again, don't know where, don't know when. But I'm sure we meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do. Till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that, as you saw me go, I was singing, "We Meet Again." Don't know where, don't know when, but I'm sure we meet again some sunny day.